Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. A lot of you may be wondering what ever happened to Dazed but Not Confused, the channel Doug Kramer started. He actually interviewed me a little while ago, and the interview itself is available on my channel, but a lot of his videos have been taken down and his channel has been suspended. So here's a little chat I had with him about what happened, what is going on behind the scenes, and what to expect next. So if you want to know what happened to Dazed but Not Confused, keep watching. Hey Doug, how's it going? Welcome to the channel. You've been a bit radio silent and a bit absent from YouTube for a while. How's everything going?
It's going good, man. And the absence is not due to you not helping me out and me not pulling my hair out. And I'm still in shock over what happened. Do you want me to kind of, where would you like to start, man? Well, first of all, Alex, I
Yeah.
really appreciate you having me on to give me, as they say in Scientology, a calm line to communicate what's going on, because people have been asking on BitChute and elsewhere, like, what the heck's going on? I feel like I kind of let people down, but I haven't had a response. And you and I have been working behind the scenes. Guys, this guy's spent many hours with me on Discord calls and working with YouTube, what we're going to talk about to help get this resolved. But I apologize for dropping dead. It wasn't my fault. And I just haven't had an answer for people, which hopefully we're here to resolve with Alexander.
Absolutely. And so I think just for though, obviously I'm expecting most people who are following my channel and watching this already know who you are, because you were around way before me and I appeared on your channel before I even started my own channel. So I'm expecting people already know, but just for those who don't, do you want to maybe start off by just introducing yourself and telling us a bit about Dazed but Not Confused? You know, when and where did you start it? You know, a little bit of history to give a bit of context before we start talking about what happened to the channel.
Sure, man. I don't know what it was like where you live, but in March 2020, LA, where I live, Los Angeles, California, completely shut down. And for about a year, you couldn't go anywhere. The gyms were all shut down and everything. So 3 months deep into the lockdown, I got a bug under my butt, and I just spontaneously decided to talk about Scientology. I got out in January 2008 through a concatenation of miracles. The main one, which I've talked about, Alexander, is a book was dropped off on my doorstep called Combating Cult Mind Control by Steve Hassan, which made me realize my entire life was a lie in about 20 minutes. So from January 2008 up until June 2020, which is when I started the channel, I've been almost full time reading, studying, going within, healing trauma, getting triggered in life and allowing that to affect me, and write down, are these my thoughts or Scientology's? As you know, bro, from personal experience, and especially since I was born into it, that's all I knew. I spent full time deprogramming from this thing. So when I came out, even though it was a little raw and I'm still trying to figure out my way, those videos, man, have my heart and soul in them. And it was a process, very organic. I knew nothing about YouTube. I didn't have a computer. I didn't even have a television. I didn't know how to edit. So the whole process of healing by putting out the videos, they're like video diaries. So I could put down in my head and actually put it out there. And it didn't matter whether or not if people heard it so much as the fact that it's out there and I actually said it. That caused a massive healing process. So I just kept making a series of videos called Raised in a Secret Society, about my experience. And we got up to episode 9, season 2. There's 22 episodes. And season 1's a little chunky. And since I had this time off, I'm going back for the next month. And I'm actually going to re-edit I'm not going to reshoot it or anything. I'm just in the process of re-editing it, fixing the sound, making it look nice while I have the time. And but anyways, that was the meat of it. And then I started interviewing people because I wanted to connect dots. That's what the channel's about. In order for me to understand Scientology, there was many subjects that I came across that helped me do that, like mind control, narcissists, sociopaths. So then I had HG Tudor on, I've done like 10, 11, or however many videos discussing narcissism, and various other interviews and podcasts to try to connect the dots both for myself and for the audience. So that's been going on for almost 3 years, I think 2 years and 10 months ish, before YouTube shut it down. And
And you got quite successful with it. You know, I think, am I right in thinking you had about 55,000 subscribers, right? You had quite a lot of headway. You made quite a lot of tracks
Yeah.
before it closed, right?
Second biggest ex-Scientologist channel, and they fucker shut it down, man. We hit 54,900 when I went to sleep on January 11th with 0 strikes. I woke up on January 12th saying, we'd like to notify you that your YouTube channel is down. You have no recourse. And then I went to this might be a good point to explain to your listeners kind of how YouTube works. If you
Yeah.
get 3 strikes, they shut your channel down.
Just
Please.
backing up a second. So what
Sure.
happened? You're all fine and dandy. You had all of your content up there. It's been up there for ages, and you went to bed. And you woke up in the morning. You basically, your account was closed, right? And you had,
Yes.
you know, these emails saying that you've had copyright strikes. So yeah, go on, explain to people who aren't on YouTube what the system's like in terms of copyright strikes, how many you get, and then account closure, and how it's meant to all work. As per
Sure.
policy.
And you've actually been helping me understand a lot of this because you know a heck of a lot more than I do. I'd be lost without you going through this process because I didn't know what to do. But I did know this. You can't get 3 strikes. If you get 3 strikes, you're out, so to speak. So normally the way that works is you get hit with 1, and then maybe you get hit with 1 a few months later. I don't know why the heck I got hit with 3 and 1 unless somebody was trying to take it down or something. It's very unusual. So the way it works is my channel was not monetized either. They demonetized it about 8 months before this. And I wasn't making any money anyways. I had a few Patreons, but I didn't even collect the money from the ads, dude, because I never even really set up the full account. So what they normally do is if you are monetized, you have 7 days to keep your account there. It gets suspended. You can't upload, but you can at least contact the people and try to resolve the copyright strikes. So because I wasn't monetized, I didn't get that 7-day grace period. And I woke up on January 12th going, I couldn't even log into YouTube. I didn't have a channel. I didn't have anything. So after spending hours with you, you know, on Discord and through Facebook Messenger, walking me through this, I've been in the process of writing letters and trying to get a hold of the copyright people because I claim fair use. You know, those things were edited. I mean, they were heavily edited. I spent a couple hundred hours probably on each one of those. I'd like to note that 2 of the 4 copyright strikes that I got for the videos are actually up on YouTube. One of them's been up for over a year. So I don't know what the hell happened, man. So what, just to let the audience know too, like I said, Alexander has been helping me out. And the step that we're at now is I reached out to them a month ago on January 16th, and we're recording this on the 20th. So it's been a month that they've had to respond. I wrote to the copyright owner saying, this is why I claim fair use, et cetera, et cetera. And again, Alexander was really crucial in helping me know exactly what to say because I believe that I fall within that category. So we gave him a month. Yep.
Yeah, sorry, I was just going to
No,
say the
please.
key thing with copyright is if you were to just upload an entire documentary, right, as per no editing or whatever, you know, fair enough, they want to take it down, but you spent hours and hours editing a lot of this footage that to the average viewer that just watches it, they might not even know that it's edited, but you've cut things up, rearranged it, and so that it's presented in a way that's more applicable to your audience with the understanding that you have being a survivor of Scientology and, you know, from the educational point of view, because you're sharing this stuff to educate people, right? So you're presenting this information in a new way. You're not just taking the documentary as it was and uploading it and that's it. You're representing it in a slightly different way so that it makes more sense to the people that follow you, right? So it's not just you're taking a piece of content that's already made and uploading it. You are working on it before you're uploading it, right?
Dude, like I said, a couple hundred hours on some of these things. I'll give you an example. And just to show how, like, why would I upload documentaries that are going to get my channel taken down that I don't feel fall under fair use? What would be the purpose of that? Like, I'm not getting anything out of it. We got to season 2, episode 9 on the series, like I was telling you. Now, episode 6 and 7 is called The Summer of Psyops, Scientology, Manson, and the Son of Sam, something like that. Now, in that, at the end of that, I referenced some books that helped me wake up to that whole scene in the 60s that we cover, because the series goes deeper and deeper and deeper into Scientology. So when we finally got towards the end of season 2, the serial killers came up, the Manson cult, the Process Church of the Final Judgment. So the documentaries, Manson was one of them, the Process being another, were not only specifically tailored to tag on to and explain what was at the end of those particular episodes. I spent a lot of time. I want to say another thing. When you upload to YouTube, they have a thing called Content ID, which it's not 100% proof, but almost everything is already copyrighted protected. So they block it right away. So if you get past that, there's a good chance, and you still have to be careful, and it still has to fall under fair use, but there's a good chance that it's not copyrighted. Those videos have been up for months. And like I said, 2 of the 4 are up on YouTube and have been for a while. And then you add in the fact that they absolutely appertain to what I was trying to communicate. It saved a lot of time, and I was going to go back and refer to those documentaries many times over in the series. It fits the fair use. But so I'm just trying to say, I spent a lot of time on it. The Edmund Kemper one, the serial killer one, they made the product. They did, I give them all the credit for that. But I got to tell you, it's unwatchable if you go watch it, because of the music and the way everything's drowned out and the sound. So I spent probably 200 hours going frame by frame and cutting out certain parts and actually adding certain parts at the end and the beginning to sort of make it my own, to fit in with the theme of the channel. That's all I was trying to do. If you go watch the Manson documentary, which is 5.5 hours, it repeats itself over and over. You gotta sit through the ads and all that. And it didn't get that very good reviews. When I was done editing it, cutting everything up and adding a few things, everybody fucking loved it. And it got like almost 1 million views, dude. So if anything, all it did was just send more money to these people anyways, but I didn't make a dime off of it. It's purely for education. And anybody that's following the channel will know, like I said, my heart and soul are in those fucking videos. And I haven't made anything off YouTube. So it's strictly to educate, man, to heal and warn people about what me and you have been through, and others.
I think the key thing for people to understand here is, if you get one copyright strike, or one notice of infringement, normally there's recourse. You can request that you can appeal the decision, and you take it down. You have 3 strikes before your account gets terminated. The reason you were in a bit of a pickle, to use an English saying, is because you got 3 strikes in one go. So your account was automatically suspended. So you didn't have the ability to go in and appeal each strike individually, because you were locked out of your account. So for everyone watching, what Doug and I have been doing kind of behind the scenes is working with, working to send emails to the copyright owners of these who have sent these disputes in the first place, and emailing them and saying, hey, we believe this is fair use because it's educational, it's been edited, etc. And we've now allowed 30 days, more than 30 days, to get a response, which we haven't. So what Doug and I have done as the most recent action, literally today, is emailed YouTube and said, hey, can you guys review this now that we've given them a chance to respond? So that's where we're at, and we're kind of going to wait and see what happens in terms of whether we get the account back or not. But in the meantime, what are you going to be doing over the next couple of weeks? People are going to have to wait before they can hear from you. What can people expect from you? What are you working on behind the scenes while we're also trying to get the channel back?
It's actually could have been a blessing in disguise. They don't even have to give the original channel back. I just wanted to let your audience know, I didn't know this, but you can't start another channel unless you resolve the previous channel. So I was a month deep into starting up this new channel, which felt like a fresh start, because I'm 2.5 years deep. I finally know what I'm doing. I'm getting guests on. I'm building we had an awesome community, Alexander, that were coming in the live chat. So I was really getting to know people. And then that got shut down. So it was a perfect opportunity, though, because I wanted to anyways. Like I said, my editing skills and everything got better, at least enough where I can go back and fix all the amateurish, first season. And even the second season, the sound's off. I can add all sorts of things to make it even more educational. And it's going to take about, I'm working on it now, and I'm up to I've done like 6 episodes out of 22, and that's already taken like 3 weeks. So if I go full time, it'll take a month. People probably won't even notice the difference, but that's probably good because you definitely notice it with all the errors and sound off. So that's what I'm going to be doing in the meantime to prevent myself from going down to YouTube. But no, I'm just kidding. But I'm just saying it's really got me kind of crawling out of my skin because I miss everybody, man. And also people have been asking, where the hell are you? And since I'm working with you and I don't have a straight answer, I haven't been able to communicate to anybody that's been asking. By the way, I wanted to say real quick, bro, thank you for one. I mean, this guy's literally spent hours with me and other people behind the scenes. And also, thank you very much for having me on, dude, and giving me a place where I can actually talk about this because I don't have any way to get out the message. I really appreciate it, dude. And by the way, congratulations on your success because you're kicking. And don't do what I did, man. Just if I had to go back and do it over again, I want to let people know that with or without, hopefully I can get some YouTube account back. Like I said, I would even take the second channel back because I can just re-upload the 90 or 100 videos. And then I've got a few guests lined up for when, we go back online. But in the meantime, like I said, I'm just going to be working on that and working with Alexander on what to do. And if I don't get YouTube back, there's the option of, do I go to Rumble, Odyssey? I have a BitChute, up there, but I'm not going to be uploading until I finish and get all the videos done. There are other options, but as everybody knows, you kind of need the traffic from YouTube. It's just the way it is, They're big tech, but without that, it can be. I'm not sure I'm up for the uphill battle, but I might do the alternative platforms. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Hopefully, we can get some fucking account back and get rolling again.
I think one thing that is a certain though that we can direct people towards is Discord, right? So
Right.
to give the context for those of you who don't know, I haven't really mentioned it too much on my videos, but there is a link in every single description of every video I upload that says join us on Discord. So Doug has got a Discord server called Dazed but Not Confused, which is still in its early days. I think it's got about 50 or 60 members at the moment, and it's quite a small, lovely community of sort of ex-Scientologists and ex-Jehovah's Witnesses, and also people who are just interested to learn more about it and aren't ex-members or survivors or anything themselves. So Doug has this Dazed but Not Confused Discord channel, and I think in the meantime, right, we want to invite people, to come over to that because you're going to be on there and actively engaging with people. We're going to have nights with, we did a movie night a couple of weeks ago. We've got, we can do live Q&As. So between now and us knowing what's going to happen with your YouTube channel, you can still get your Dazed but Not Confused fix, right? Because you can still create content and stuff live on Discord, right?
Yeah. And also, thanks, man, for mentioning that. And also, we probably will, that thing was kicking off. You came over again. Angela started the thing and just spent hours getting that thing up and running. She's one of the mods over there. Alexander spent a lot of time over there too. And it was kicking off. And we had live streams. It's also Alexander's it's not really my platform. I want it to be for everybody. So it's a place where we can all meet, and hopefully we can get people from the other channels over there, a place to land where everybody can communicate. That's the goal anyways. But we were going to have another movie night. We were going to do, all these things when we had the community popping off. And then I disappeared. I wanted to apologize to people. I've just been, like I said, working behind the scenes, trying to figure out what to do. So it kind of died out. But me and Alexander are planning on getting another movie night going soon, and then a Q&A, and getting that back to where it was. Please be patient, guys, because like I said, I'm just in a bit of a pickle, as they say in English, and trying to figure things out in the meantime. But please join us over there, because that way you can not only stay in communication with me, but I would like, Alexander, and maybe can bring over some other people, and we can get that thing to be a safe place where, people can heal. And I'm also brand new to Discord myself, so I'm trying to figure it out. But this man knows what he's talking about. Angela does. And we've got another moderator over there, and it was shaping up to be a nice community. Hopefully we can get it back to that and further.
Amazing. All right. Well, thank you so much for hopping on. And I know it's only a short video, but I think it's good to give people a bit of an update on where you've been, what you're up to, and as you mentioned, everyone earlier, just bear with us. There is stuff in the works, and hopefully we get your channel back up and running, or at least have another update very, very soon. So Thanks, guys, and we'll see you on the next one.
Thanks, Alexander. I appreciate it, man.
All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in and watching that. I hope it was insightful, and you now know where to go, what to do, and hopefully we can hear some exciting stuff from Doug in due course. So thanks for everyone who watched this video and is still with us right here at the end. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that sort of stuff, and join the Discord community. The link is in the description of this video and all the other ones that I've put up on my channel. Cheers for now.